So I got the drawing here on how to wire a three-phase 480 motor starter. The coil is 480, and when the motor is running, it's going to turn on the green light, and when the motor is not running, it's going to turn on the red light. So we have L1, L2, and L3 are three-phase coming in, and we are going to tap off a leg from L1, fuse it, do the same for L2, fuse it. So now we have 277 volts on this side, and we're going to have 277 volts on this side too. When both of these meet, they will create our 480 to energize the coil on the motor starter. So we got power coming into our HOA switch, and on the hand, it's just going to go directly to the motor starter coil. We got our other leg coming in through the overload. On the overload relay, we're going to wire it in series to a set of normally closed contacts, and that is how our motor starter coil is going to engage. And once this motor starter coil engages, it will then close these normally open set of contacts up here, allowing our three-phase power to go through our overloads and power up that three-phase motor. And if we would flip our selector switch to auto, we got to have some sort of component wired in series to that selector switch, so that once we have it in auto, that component will automatically turn on our motor starter. In this case here, I just have a limit switch for an example. And then we do need 120 volts to turn on a green light and a red light in the state of the motor. So we will need a transformer. So then we will also bring in that same power to feed the primary side of a transformer. We're going to bring in 480, and it's going to be a step down transformer, and it's going to bring it down to 120 volts AC on the secondary side. Again, fuse your circuit on the secondary side, and then we're going to bring in power to a set of normally open contacts. These are going to be auxiliary contacts from our motor starter. Our motor starter will have auxiliary contacts on them, and we're going to run 120 to those auxiliary contacts. So to the normally open auxiliary contacts, we're going to wire it to a green light, wire the other side of the green light back to the neutral side of our transformer, and then we are also going to wire it in to a normally closed set of contacts, auxiliary contacts from the motor starter, and that is going to bring power to a red light, and wire the other side of the red light back to the neutral side. And once the motor starter coil engages and closes the contacts, the auxiliary contacts on the motor starter will then switch states also. So this normally open set of contacts on the auxiliary side would close, turning on the green light, indicating that our motor is running. And when it stops running, it opens, and this goes back to its normal state, which is normally closed, and the red light will turn on, indicating that the motor is no longer running. So there you have it. Until next time, deuces.